Just wanted to say thanks to Mississippi State for coming over. It was a fun midweek quality opponent, and we'll be looking forward to seeing them again in May for the SEC tournament. But thought it was a pretty well played game, and obviously the star of the show was Montana Faust, who was just awesome. Probably one of her best performances of her career.
All right, we'll go ahead and start with Robert.
Coach, Montana had a career high in strikeouts with 16. 7 of those came against Mississippi State's 2-3-4 hitters, which combined for an 0-for-9 performance at the plate. How good does a pitcher have to be in order to accomplish something like that?
Well, you know, the key to me is to keep the people around them off the bases, because it's they're obviously a tough lineup, and I think they were averaging like 6 or 7 runs a game thus far, because they had several games where they had 10 runs, and you know you have to make really good pitches against all of those kids. So both Mia, Montana, Fa, they're just good hitters. So for her to do what she did, you know, with velocity, location, and movement, it's a pretty darn good outing.
Go to Robert again.
Coach, in yesterday's press conference, you said that you guys had to play solid fundamentally, and you guys did just that. You guys laid down the sac bunt, hit the sac fly, and took the extra 60 feet when Mississippi State had an error. Can you speak to how the little plays like that go a long way?
Well, you know, in a really good fast pitch game, you want to have 2 consistent aspects of your team: defense and pitching. So if the pitching is solid and the defense is solid, you know, if the other team never scores, you never lose. And then we hope that we can scratch out a run here or there and rely on our pitching and defense again. But, you know, the inning where we scored the 3 runs, it was multiple hits. I think they might have had 2 errors in the inning. We took advantage of that. We had some good base running. We had some good execution. You know, Cat Grill, who's a freshman, started off with a really nice drag bunt, took advantage of a throwing mistake, got to second, and then it kind of went from there. So, you know, if you have the fundamentals, the pitching and the defense, and then you tack on a couple of runs, it's usually a good combination.
Good, Tom.
Coach, Lexi had a hit that about knocked down the wall out there in left center field. Unfortunately, just a single because she hit it so hard. But how big of a weapon can she be at the plate in addition to what she brings to you in the circle?
Well, we needed that from her. And to be honest, she needed that. She does it every day in practice, believe me, because, you know, I got whiplash looking over my shoulder, seeing how far or fast the ball leaves her bat. And it's scary, really. And, you know, I didn't even see it hit the fence or where on the fence it hit. It just left her bat so quick. So, I mean, we need that out of her. And, you know, it's against a good team. She needed that. She's capable of, you know, that and much, much more. So I was really happy for her, and she can do that more often. It's going to help us.
Go ahead, Robert.
Coach, you touched on it earlier with Cat Girl's performance. Can you speak to what good quality she brings to the lineup? And it looks like she has really good, she knows her strike zone at the plate and how important that is in order for a hitter to be successful.
Well, I complimented her after the game because, you know, as a freshman, I'm not sure what she thought of was going to happen in terms of playing time. You know, you never know. And obviously we've had 2 injuries to outfielders. So next person up, right? But she has been consistent. She's worked hard. She's not a roller coaster ride of emotions. She's just very even keeled. Reminds me a lot of Chandler Dare, you know, just a hardworking baller. And her teammates love her. She rarely says a word at practice, just goes about her business. And, you know, obviously you saw it was a really nice bunt. So I'm pleased with her too, because we needed that spot to do something.
Good, Carrie.
You need to unmute.
Yeah, you're muted, Carrie.
Sorry about that. Murph, can you talk a little bit about the tournament field this weekend?
Obviously, you know, Northern Iowa is my alma mater, so I'm really, it's going to be fun to see them again. I think this is the 2nd time that they've come down. Maybe it was 2 or 3 years ago. So they have a really, really good shortstop. She's probably one of the best players in that conference and the best player on their team. Then Kent State, coached by another really good friend of mine, Eric Oakley, and they're very good. I think they were picked to win the MAC. Just a strong program overall. They came down a couple years ago. I think that was my 1,000th win against them. So they love the atmosphere, and they love to play really good teams. So credit to them. And then South Alabama, this might be one of Becky's most recent better teams. They went over to Georgia already, and they beat Bulldogs on their field, and it was a hell of a game. So, you know, anybody can beat anybody nowadays. Got to bring your best game, and it's going to be a good field.